so ESPN has this Asian American announcer. His name is Robert Lee. Robert Lee, okay, same thing as Robert E. Lee, the Confederate War general. Oh my gosh, like we didn't know these things, you know? I mean, we knew that he was a Confederate general. Why is that such a problem now? Like, why in 2017 is that, you know, are we going to force people that have that name to alter their lives or change their name? But according to ESPN, they did not say that he couldn't call the game because of his name.
Bullshit.
They asked him to have a choice to switch assignments due to safety concerns.
Bullshit.
So I think that's a cop-out, and obviously that's a lawyered statement right there, you know, that their legal team was like, hey, you know, we don't want anyone targeting ESPN. But did they really think that someone was going to attack Robert Lee because he has a name Robert E. Lee? And if they were going to attack him because he has a Confederate general name, did that mean that liberals were going to attack him? So that means liberals were going to target ESPN because their announcer is an Asian American and he wanted to call a football game and he has the same name. Like,
people who watch football are not going to care that your name is Robert Lee. They should.
No shit.
Mass majority.
I guarantee you, if he did call that game, they would have laughed. People would say, "Dude, his name's the same as," you know? Or they would have looked at him and said, "Lee, Asian, okay, kind of makes sense because that's a common Asian surname."
You might get a laugh out of it, or they'll just dismiss it. But that's the most damage that's going to come from that. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to sit. Well, I shouldn't say
safety
no. We got crazy people these days.
Safety concerns?
Well, Antifa's a violent group. They go after people, but I don't even think Antifa would care about this one because he's Asian. That's kind of white. No, and those Antifa guys did punch a Black Lives Matter guy who was black. So I don't know where those terrorists are, but anyway, I'm just joking around. People, calm down. But no one's going to care. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to care about that. They should have just let it go, but they didn't. So now people are just looking at them like, you're stupid. ESPN stock has already been, it's just over the years, it's been doing this nosedive. Their viewers have been going through the floor. They've been laying off employees left and right. They're in complete damage control mode because they're panicking because their business platform is dying. It really is dying. And they're overreactive. You know, they're hypersensitive.
They're owned by Disney now, or ABC.
Oh, that was a mistake.
So now they feel like they have to take this extra precaution when something happens now. I think they're being too cautious. People who are watching ESPN don't want to listen. I'll say this: they don't want to listen to politics. They're there to watch it about sports. They don't give a shit. It's like when Bob Costas, took one of the NBC nightly football. You know, he took a stand to address. I forget what topic it was. It wasn't. I don't think it was terrorism. I think it had to do with like rape or I don't know, sexual harassment or something. But he took the time out of his normal, I guess, duties to make like a political statement, and everyone was just like, oh, shut the fuck up. Like, we're here to watch football. We're not here to talk about fucking politics. If they want to watch politics, there's so many different channels you can watch. You can go to Al Jazeera, you can go to CNN, you can go to MSNBC, you can go to Fox News, you can go to CNBC. If you want to see right from the Senate floor, you can basically go to the BBC so you can actually get real news. And then you can do fucking whatever. Go on the internet. Look on frickin' Reddit or 4chan for any other frickin' shit you want to look for.
You know what it is? They're forgetting the core reason for sports. They're forgetting the core reasons of sports is to distract you away from the other aspects of life. ever since the Romans and their Colosseums. What do you think the Colosseums were for? To entertain the people, so they wouldn't be thinking about the shitty things that are going on. They'd be entertained. And look at a football arena. It's a Colosseum, and everyone cheers on and watches the game. They distract away from the bullshit politics and the crap of every day, so that they can have this moment, a few moments of just happiness. And now they're trying to, they're fucking it up. You hear
it's
what?
Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. I mean, that's what it's an escape. It's an escape for some people, and for them to bring politics and racial issues into this. It's ESPN. Like, I don't need to hear a guy on ESPN who's paid to just talk. I don't need to hear him talk about race issues. I just want him to talk about the game, the scores, and then shut the fuck up. Like, that's all we want. We don't give a shit about your politics. I don't want your, we don't give a shit about your soapbox.
Yeah, we want to, I don't think they understand what the crowds of people want anymore. I think they're so disconnected from the average people that they think they're on the right course, but they're just tanking their own platform.
It shows. Look how many people have left ESPN. Like, people that have been with ESPN for many years and have followings. Like, even if, you hate the person like Skip Bayless or, Stephen A. Smith, a guy like Skip Bayless can fucking leave and go to Fox Sports 1, and all of a sudden, he keeps his following, but he doesn't work for ESPN anymore. Like, now all these ESPN is just, you have to look at, like, who's going to leave next. It's like a sinking ship.
Yeah. Who's bailing on this sinking ship next, or will they trick someone into staying and having their career die with them?
No one's joining ESPN from other places. They're not getting them from the major networks or somewhere else. They're not getting them. Yeah.